Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to the couple that might be watching this live stream. And for those of you that are watching the recorded video being uploaded to YouTube because keys too much of a problem, leave it at Twitch. Just record it for YouTube. This is again a live Minecraft live stream, and we live stream what is called the Abandoned World. It was the original world used for the Minecraft Pocket Edition series till it got too big for the phones to work with it. And even the modern phone will still not work with it. So now we use the computer. So I have a laptop that is showing that the live stream is indeed working. My phone refuses to play nice. So that's actually the world used for the this is the one we want, the mobile failure. And the sun is setting, and unfortunately our flying friends decide that they're going to show up now. So now, of course, current computer is going to start sounding like a jet engine because, oh, that's not good. Then again, why start smoothly? Anyway, our Phantom Overlord friends are up in the sky. Hopefully the recording is working. I think it is, because now, like I said, it's starting to sound like a jet engine, so oh, we need iron for sure. That's in the way. We're also not very far from... And jump on. And I'll eat these. I swore I remember that being worth more than that in the Java version. Alright, up here. Definitely use some of this. And we'll break this open so that the torch down there will shed some light in this little area. Yay, 25. So basically, as memory has not served me 100% well, is that I've explored the jungle past the village, and there was apparently a jungle ruin, but I haven't found it. So either the new game overwrote it, I mean the new versions overwrote it, I'm guessing, and that's bad. So let's see. Yeah, you can. We don't need that right now. Right, we got this. So we can put this here. Grab this. We can get rid of that again. In Pocket Edition, that works. We don't really need that right now, unless I need a recipe, which I'm going to for the way villages work now. Apparently, they all need a table that works with the professions that they may have, that they will acquire. I guess that's how it works. Alright. And we can split that. And I swore I had more sticks than that. No, I don't. And of course, before I started, I find that, of course, I need 3 pieces of wool, so there were only 2 sheep. Go figure. Yeah, we can go up. As you can see, it's pitch black out. Well, this was a very exciting cave. Let's see what we can find while we wait for daylight to come. As fun and exciting as this can be. That's a bad thing. So I guess we'll take a little turn here and... There is no such thing as a good turn here. So we'll double back on ourselves here. Is this going to destroy me? No. I see more coal. Didn't need that. So this is a live stream. Maybe I might be able to go a couple hours. And the thing is, as exciting or as boring as things are, you see everything. It's almost similar to watch me suck at Minecraft, except in this case, that show is intended to be you see everything. This is a live stream, so of course you see everything. Let's see. And the random gesture, I can't figure out what it is and how to kill it. And random turning. Let's see, we're getting a bit far here. Now we're hitting gravel, which we don't want. Alright, good enough. Hello. Expensive iron. Definitely could use that. Interesting cave system. Okay, we can jump instead of random whacking. I'll just do that to keep things safe for now. And then what we'll do here is open it up so we can tell which way's out. And just break that for consistency, and that so we actually have a way up. Hello. And we end with iron. And we can tap. Alright, I'm just going to do that to open that up. It's just one thing I want to see in video here. Is that what that thing is? Ah, there we go. I always wondered how you get rid of that. So that's what the paper doll thing was. The player running up there. It just... Yeah. I think I can tell what I'm doing by watching the gameplay. Plenty of coal, that's for sure. Just going to spend a little time here and off you go. Ooh, big cave. Well, let's actually just see. Well, see if daylight has come yet. My senses tell me that it probably has. If not, it's really, really close. Yeah, we can go up. Such a touchy thing. And got a headbanger right there we need to get rid of. As well as that one. Alright, so we were looking for a supposed thing that I supposedly have found and doesn't really exist anywhere. We have these random panda bears that exist for no reason. As there's no bamboo shoots anywhere whatsoever. Come on, light something. There we go. picking you up. Okay, now we're just getting into new territory that didn't exist. I was looking for something that already did exist. Wasn't what I was going for, but... yeah. There's that third sheep we could have used. Yeah, because we came out here, and this was the first path that I burned. And I kept going, and then it just suddenly... I turned that way. So apparently what I was looking for got overwritten at some point. Now, I don't know if it's just... for some reason, my computer is only showing 30 frames a second. And this should be a 60 frame per second stream, because it worked before. Whatever. It's running. That's pretty much the important thing. May not be full speed. I am not willing to go and alt-tab my way through to see if the streaming software is set up correctly or not, because things are working at least. So let's not touch anything. And we can go up. We can go up. Okay, one of these is the way up. Then suddenly the old trail went cold. Oh, we can't run because we don't have food. It might not be getting a 60 frame per second stream at this point. Might be the way that the Windows 10 version works, because I know that when I broadcast the Java edition, it does do the 60, even in the live stream. Okay, so I know that way is home. Problem is, we got those phantom menaces. This isn't looking too good. Not looking too good right now. Worst case, we make yet another crafting table. Okay, here we go. It's the way home. Yes, you can go now. In fact, I believe our secondary station is right there. Wonder if it's because I'm recording the video and live streaming that. I know the video comes out at 60 frames a second. I know that for sure. Okay, yep. I have a hard time getting out of the water. I'll just... Yep, turn. Sleep the night. Other computer decides it wants to do things that I don't really care for it to do right now. Alright, let's see. Anything in here we could... I'm not going to put any of that in there, but okay, 16, perfect number. Turn. And another 16. So what I'll do is I'll just throw that stuff in there. It'll probably burn out before I have a chance. One of the other things I would like to do is continue that monorail track. Now, that patch of swamp was a thing, and you notice I don't have it rendering very far out. That's because this world, like I said, this world gave my phone's issues. So it gives this computer issues if I go past 16 chunks. If I set it just one more tick higher, which would be 24 chunks, it'll crash the game. 8 or 16, it's fine. But then again, the way it was originally played, we played it at 14 chunks, which was, at the time of starting the series, was as high as the Pocket Edition version went initially. Okay, that's about to go dead, and we'll burn those two away as well. So I think the one person that's watching is the monitor that I have running, which is the other laptop, because the phone doesn't think it needs to do its job. Alright, we can accidentally hit something I shouldn't have. I do like the new glass, and you can see out of it. And I fell into something. there's the monorail. Now that, oh, it wasn't swamp, but that was something that existed because, as you can see, it's a cold, dead ocean. Then all of a sudden, it's not so dead over there. So to some degree, we have been there. Now, one thing I want to do is, yeah, we can move. Alright, they're all accounted for. Now, one of the things I actually do want to do is, I got a village that we need to kind of rebuild. Now, the question is, where's the sun? It's right there. So I guess we can jump on in and head over. Follow the monorail track, which doesn't have any track on it, to a point. Well, we get a little boost from our friend Mr. Dolphin. Oops. Our friend Mr. Dolphin is making sure that he's really being useful. See, the track ends right where I'm pointing, or somewhere around there. So what I want to do is, no, actually I want to just check something out. Used to be able to, yeah, they disabled it again. There was a point that you were able to do an air pocket with a torch. It wasn't a thing in pocket slash bedrock, and then it was, and it once again is not. See, I bet it's region based. If a region has not been altered in any way, shape, or form, it's never saved. Because we've been this far, and that has never been a thing over there. So what I want to do is just count off, because maybe one of these days we'll have an exciting adventure of expanding this monorail. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And disappear we go. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Each section is 20. We need food anyway. Sun's getting a little lower. We should be able to make it. Murky water, gotta love it. Oh, come on, just let me. There we go. Yeah, you can run now. You can run now. Very bad. You can run. Yeah, you. Damn it. No, not now. Speaking of the village, there it is. We gotta give them their professions. Yeah, at this point we can just go in from the back. Here we are. stealing their food, pretty much. Yeah, these people apparently have lost their ways. You cannot interact with them in any way, shape, or form anymore. Except for this guy. Librarian. So we gotta fix up this village so that these people will have jobs. So what we gotta do is go back to our home. As I showed you before, as we were playing in Pocket Edition, it was easy to accidentally hit a villager and send those iron golems out to kill us. So we had this plan B exit here, where we could get in and get out of the village. Yeah, let's run. We can get in and out of the village quick and easy. Alright, now move. So we can now sleep in a bed. Alrighty. We sleep at night. We're just waiting for night to come. And there it is. Alright, now we're going to need a little bit of help. Now we're going to need some help. Craftable equipment, items, I believe. Alright, the first thing I want, if it is a thing we can do, let's get a cartographer. And we don't have paper. So we can't have a cartographer table yet. Now, fletching and smithing really don't do much, if anything, yet. Blast furnace. We don't have smooth stone. But we can remedy that situation, can we? Yes, we can. Gonna make a couple of them. In fact, let's... It's a little wasteful, but so, yeah. A couple of them's a little more efficient than... A couple of them is more efficient. So we need paper. Let's head out this way. See if there's any... And that was a delayed reaction. Alright, I want to see if there's any paper, I mean, not paper, any, whatchamacallit, sugar cane. And it took a long way around to get here. We initially found the village from blazing a path this way. Then we turned around and, well, it ain't there, but somewhere in that general vicinity. And I don't see any sugarcane here. Oh yeah, I just walked there, turned to the left, and there it was. Pretty much how I found it. Of course, the one thing I need, I don't have the resource. It's gonna be that thing. It's gonna be that one thing that oh, well, I'm talking about it, and there it is. I'm gonna take the whole thing, but I'm going to move it closer to the village. In fact, there's the village right there. Just gotta get there now. Yeah, I'm getting more used to this laptop. It's starting to make a little more sense. Alright, now this was put in and wouldn't really do a good job. Alright, this is not what I want. It's just making life more complicated than what it needs to be. Alright, we'll come in this way. This way is not locked off. And we are down again. Good enough. So you open the gate so the villagers can come in this way now. Oh look, I didn't have to go very far because there was some there. Yep, that's how it works. I only got 3. You know what? I need all 3. But there's more way out there where I could have just simply came and got it instead of looking everywhere for it. Ho-hum, typical. Alright, you're closed. I need to get them to stay here on this side. Whatever. Anyway. We got what we need now to cartographize. There we go. Alright, so what are we not meeting the requirements for now? Wow, that's quite expensive. Oh, no it isn't. It's just one. Okay. 2 of those. One of them. Okay, what am I missing? Not really much. One of them. Two of those. I'm gonna plop these through the village. This will be something someday. And yeah, the Fletcher's one we can't do it. we only have one piece of gravel, so yeah, we can't do that one. Alright, that's actually what we got. Okay. So I'm just gonna temporarily substitute these. Let's start giving these people some jobs. And hit the wrong button, because I'm that good. Alright, let's move people around a little bit. Put a loom there. Stone cutter. Where can we put a stone cutter? There's a place for one. And we now have a cleric. Well, apparently cartography table. And you are a shepherd. There. Place some randomly placed stuff around. That ought to help give people some employment here. Hello there, giant iron thing. That. I heard music. And you have taken up a leather worker. And we can X. Hey, a cartographer. That's what we wanted. But, wow, look at all the stuff we gotta give this guy. So the cartographer's that guy, the one with the weird monocle. Alright, so I built this as an observation tower. Strictly to observe. And that's a new section of village that I was starting to expand, and that's when the phones couldn't handle this thing anymore. Then we go over here, and this mid-section is the original village. Of course, you can tell by the original buildings. So, and another addition way back there that didn't quite help things. Alright, well, we got this village going. Now the thing is, we gotta go to the other village and get that going. Oh, wait a minute, I'm thinking of the other world. I need to get some jobs in here. Oh, you don't have much to go with. Hey, zombie. Okay, so back into this village. Look at all these employed villagers now. Alright, let's see here. Gonna go and... yeah, let's just go back in here, see if we got stuff. Yeah, we got some stuff. Water bottles of pointlessness. Which we can't use this thing anymore because we need blaze rods. You know what I'll do though is, just to free up some spaces. There we go. Actually, enough to make an anvil. So leave the paper there. Alright. Oh, we don't need to break stuff down. We got this right here. Pickaxe, it needs to be... and... ultimately a sword. Alright. Now what we're gonna do right now is head back home. Yeah, we can go. Just temporarily. There we go. Say goodbye to our villager friends. Sounds weird. Sounds weird facing backwards, don't it? Yeah, the trek isn't as long as it is in the other world. The one that's now used for the... one that's now used for the Pocket Edition. Just helping to prove that the live stream is indeed working, which the phone cannot do. It just shows a blank screen. Doesn't bother showing any video. Here we are back at home. We could use more Eyes of Ender. We definitely can do that. We need more Ender Pearls. We definitely need that. Got plenty of stuff stored here, but we're not... We have a stove here already for food. Did I leave anything in there? So, what we need to do now is I don't remember the recipes for it. The blast furnace for... Alright, we need 3 smoothies again. So what we're going to do is, I think we got some of that in here. Oh, of course, we only have 2. Because that's the way it always works. Okay, 64, 32, 16, 8. Might as well have the whole works there. Because we're going to get rid of this guy right here, because that's not going to be needed anymore. Alright, we got our one that we need. We got the 3 there. We got that there. Oh, we're going to need the furnace to make the blast furnace, so... yeah. Fun and exciting. Oh, there's the sun. We're going to let that do its thing, even though it's not going to really complete. You need to go over here and kill some stuff. We need more Ender Pearls. So over here we have our Ender Shelter, Enderman Shelter, right in the middle of this big thing. Right here. What we do is we go up here to get far away from that land to make sure that things generate in. We have drop-ins if we need to do that. Originally, while you see the stumps there, originally there was an Enderman shelter here, but yeah, the Endermen don't like to come on half slabs. They just kept walking around under here, so what was the point? Alright. So we should be getting some bad guys right about now. Give it another few seconds. And nothing. Oh, creeper. Hissy boomy. Hissy boomy. I don't like that he's on upper ground. Alright, so we got that. And we got some zombies and skeletons and previous stuff that never got used. I mean, never collected. There we go. Could use Enderman. That could help. Cheap shot. Right in the water. Well, I'm not wasting time on you. I'm wasting time on other things. Now that monorail track, I don't know if you really want to see where that goes, because that is a very, very long trip. Might just do it anyway. Although if I had viewers, it would help. Then we could chat away while we just watch nearly endless track. And randomly change to food. This is also helping to get us to, what is it? Coming up. That jump was actually pretty pointless. This, as you can see, was backfilled. Ooh, trident. No Enderman in sight. Come here. Ooh, gold bar. Yeah, no Enderman. The thing I needed. Oh, that wasn't even close. Oh well. Let's go back to the house and get the stuff we need. And randomly whack stuff. Why not? Apparently the life of this thing isn't very... The durability is a little less than spectacular. Alright, you're done. There's more than I needed. Let's just do that. Put that in there. Grab what's left. There. We'll keep the 8 there. We just need 3 of those. But then we need the oven to make the whole thing work to begin with. So if we go over here and type in furnace, we're going to need that furnace to begin with. And we need several iron ingots. Alright. Random stuff in here too. Kinda. Oh yeah, we got a whole bunch of rail. We could do that monorail project someday. See if it goes anywhere. One more, might as well wait for it. There it is. Oh, go figure. Alright, what can we ditch? Ditch that and turn. There we go. Put this back in. Put this in. There we go. Now we have a workspace, and we have this useless block that's there just for historic reasons. something I don't know here. Come to that when we get there, if we ever do. Look at how fast she goes. Uses the same amount of fuel, but who cares when it's going that fast? So what can we do here? We can put some stuff away in the basement. Right. There it is. Yeah, we could use the dirt that we have. House parts, glowstone, nether bricks. Alright, that's the valuable stuff. We got plenty of that. We don't want to lose. Stone materials. Yeah, you know what? This was back when you couldn't really control where things were placed in the game. It just took the first inventory slot that was available and called it good pretty much. Well, it's not perfect, but it gets us there. Plenty more room for more stone-based material. Yeah, why not? Put it there. Things that can go kaboom, put there. And we can make more kaboomy things happen. Like I said, this was all built in wood, and in Pocket Edition, it was not a wise idea to carry a flint and steel as you walked around. Here's the back porch. There's the monorail that goes to the Mesa, and it's a very long trip. If you ever want to see that someday, just let me know if anyone actually watches it. Yep. Alright, so we got that. And where's that? Okay. Right there. Need to fill that chicken coop up. There's a chicken now. There's an XP ball we need. So let's see if we can get this chicken into the coop. Oh, we got another one in there already that I forgot about. Okay, the more the merrier. Yeah, come along. Ditch it. tons more of them, and hey, you. Uh-oh. Looks like we have escapees. You know what happens to escapees? Turn. You escape. Well. Escapees die. Oh, we gotta make the food cooker one. Hey, how does that one go? Feature items. Actually, I think it's a cook. No. Smoker. Well, we just need the oven, and we'll be set there. And before we do that, wrong way. I don't sleep here too often. So there we go. Yeah, we can break it. Now what we can do is put this here. Then we can fill it up. $32 of those, that's good. Yep, we can go. There, now we have a proper smoker, and one thing our kitchen does not have is a cauldron. And I swore I saw it somewhere. Oh, it might. A bucket of water just to make it look realistic, sort of. Here we go. For the most part. It's all done. Let that thing go. Thing is, you know what happens when you escape? You die. You don't want escapees dying right now. And over there's the original spawn point. Oh, and over there's the original mine. I wonder if there's anything still in there. here's the original mine shaft. Anything in here? Nope. Anything of value there? The answer is no. Alright, so alright, you know what? I got myself lost, which is good. Really, really good. Not paying attention to where I'm going. Here we go. We found the way. We still need... We still need a lot of stuff. We still need a lot of XP, a lot of killing to get to 30, and we can start enchanting stuff, at the least. Where's the sun at? Okay, it's not really that low yet. Now, let's take the boat. Yeah, they changed how the boats work. They work more like it does in Java. You don't have the two separate... You don't have the two separate oars that you gotta move in sync with each other. And over here is where spawn is. The turtles are new. I just want to see if there's anything I can recall. Was there a cave system around here? Something that could be useful? Not really. Well, the sun's starting to get a little low. Of course I could go for the fish, but I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, there's the mine system. Mushroom farm up here. And there's one thing I never fixed on this building. So we need to go in here, make sure we have equipment to do what we want. And we don't have it there. Probably don't have it there. We have the raw block to do it, but let's see if it's in the catch-all. Yeah, we got one. Had this broken window for a long time. Finally fixed it. Just getting that much closer to what we're looking for. So once again, we're here to try and get ourselves some Endermen and Ender Pearls. Plus it doesn't hurt to get a little extra XP to try to get to 30 so we can enchant stuff. Yeah, this is practically dead. And there's absolutely no enchantments on those either. Now the cheapest way to go is get to 30 and enchant a piece here and there. As the sun goes down. We have our backup sword ready. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I can go. I'm getting really tired. Alright, here comes some zombies. There's several, to be exact. Alright, do we have any... Come on. And the crawl to 30 is so painful. Thought there were more. Seriously, nothing? Again. This is on hard, right? Survival and hard. Yep. Oh, and I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. Good job.
No.
It's pretty useful. I'm just wishing something would appear over here that would get us somewhere. Why are we not moving? So close to a 28, but not there. So, we're gonna do it anyway. Are you ready for a very exciting trip? Are you ready to be bored stupid, pretty much? Time to take the long monorail trip. If we didn't lose the cart. Yeah, when I was getting ready to start this series, restart it, should I say, had problems with the game crashing out, and it lost the cart. So we're going to have to build a new one. Again. This game seems to love to crash on that. Alright. Not in there. Can't do this anymore. Oh, well, it still works. Anyway. Don't really have too many arrows to begin with. So, once again, let's take a really long, boring trip. I've always wanted to try and find stuff I've lost quite a while ago. And away we go. This is going to be a very long and very boring trip. We had way markers. Ultimately, things just went wrong. And we got everything, like I said, it's rendering at only 16 chunks because if I go to the next step, it's enough to crash the game. This world just causes so many problems. The game just does not like it. It really hates it. And what I'm also going to do is look to the sides, because where nothing's ever been modified, new places actually show up where they technically should not really exist. So we're heading to the Mesa. It's a very, very long trip. I believe it should be about another 45 minutes before we get there. See, that's new. That's something that never existed. So those regions are brand new. Those never ever existed. It's a sheet of ice there. It almost looks like a corruption. Now, if there was something of interest, like a new village that pops up, I would jump off the cart and try and build a station with a boat at the bottom. Now over here, nothing new is going to happen because we've been out that way. Right now we're looking more this way to see if anything appears on radar. And because of our limited scope, it's not going to be very likely. It's just weird how this whole thing sounds when you look to the side. So we're gonna see what we can see, and hopefully... And I keep forgetting to bring A, a section of track to keep this thing going, and B, a redstone torch to keep one section that is not lit from stopping the cart. Well, I know the ladder happens pretty much near the end. Or the beginning, if you refer to where this actually started. And speaking of villages that didn't exist, here's one now. So perhaps this will be a stopping point, right here. We'll put a station right here. What we need to do is highlight its existence somehow. Alright. Ooh, that was enough. Alright, so we gotta build a station. We also gotta... as long as there aren't any cubs around, we're good. Yeah, because in the original, this did not exist. Because this is a region that never was touched. When the game got updated, new stuff appears. Interesting. This might be a dead village. Yeah, this appears to be a dead village. What a shame. So, yeah, we're not going to keep anything. Yeah, there's nothing here. So, except for a cave. Okay, so we're not going to put a station here because there's nothing of value there. Okay, here's where we want to go. Dead village. I don't feel like bringing another one of those to life. Yeah, just do the job. Good enough. Continuing on our journey, I'm going to have to push ourselves because we stopped it. There we go. Nothing there. What a disappointment. What a disappointment. Completely dead village. I said there was absolutely nothing there before. So that area is probably not going to spawn anything new. This area likely will, as we have seen. We only have 2 pieces of wool all of a sudden. Interesting. Something's on fire way back there. I don't recall going that far away. Not to say that I haven't. Like you said, pillars showing where we've been, so we know that that is an area that we have been to, and therefore nothing new will appear since we've modified something in that region anyway. Look out. Yeah, this looks like something that's been modified, so there won't be anything here. Or there. This is a very long trip. And because it's a live stream, you can't just cut out, because all you're going to see is a lot of dead air. And it takes a miracle to get this Windows 10 edition to actually appear. Yeah, I can see some modification done here, so quite a bit of material in which you won't be able to see anything new happen. Yay, it's raining. We love it when that happens. Wow, I have been places I just don't recall ever being in. Then the ground level stuff, we got these gates and fences, and pigs are suddenly there. that sucks is the rain. Makes it hard to see if there's anything new popping up. Again, the pillars are over there, so we're not going to see anything new over there. The thing that sucks about the rain is that it lowers the visibility, so you can't really see anything if anything new appears. So the thing I did spare you was, as I was starting to try to explore that jungle where I thought I saw a ruin, ever existing, but they had to been if, yeah, they definitely have now as I see that the roof forest has been torched, so memories of what existed and what doesn't is quite different. Here comes the first bend in the track. And if you recall, if you've seen the very beginning episodes of Minecraft Pocket Edition, and if you haven't, no big deal. This was all actually intended to be on ground, but it was easier to build it up in the air because, one, the monsters can't get at it, and two, it was just way faster to build. And you had to clear out land, grade it, and make sure the fences were far enough away from the track so that it didn't cause problems with monsters. Especially those that go hiss and boom. Now, I might just end this stream when we get to the end of this because I am dead tired. Like I said in the beginning, I've been up since about 2:15 this morning, not by choice, but to get ready to go to work at 4 in the morning, and it is now 11:07 p.m. So I mean, been up 21 hours, and at my old age, that's not fun. Yeah, back in the days, oh boy, back in the days of college, pardon me there, staying up 21 hours, yeah, might get a little tired, but that's about it. I am dead. I think it was West Side Story, if I get the reference. Dead. D-E-D, dead. I think it was West Side Story. I don't know, I wasn't really into musicals. In my junior high music class, we were kind of sentenced to watching that kind of stuff. Yeah, I never really found music class to be all that exciting. I was the odd guy out there because, everybody loved music class, but I didn't care for it too much. Probably because I'm a visual person, and music is not a visual thing. You can see that unaltered chunks didn't happen all that far away. As you can see, some of the giant kelp farms that are way out there. Yeah, and that's all pre-existing, and that music used in a little bit. It seems the live stream died. Oh, there it is. It's back. Well, like I said, those of you watching this on YouTube, you're seeing a smooth 60 frame per second video that hasn't really been interrupted. Anyone watching the live stream, if it's actually going to be working, because it seems to be struggling right now. Doesn't seem to like to do it at this point. I think even it is tired and it wants to stop. I'm using Ethernet connections so that for some reason, the modem on this laptop does not like my Wi-Fi. I used an Xfinity hotspot, and it seems to do okay with it, but with my Verizon Fios modem, it doesn't like it. I have over 100 megabits up and down, but on the Wi-Fi, it's only accepting about 20 download and about 8 to 16 upload, which is very pathetic. The old computer that died did 75 each way through Wi-Fi. There's no reason that this computer shouldn't be able to do that. But I have it hooked up via Ethernet cable, and I get about 116 download and 126 upload. Which, believe it or not, at least in the uploading department, it generally doesn't need much of anything. All that, going past like 20 megabits. But you can have more stuff going on in upstreaming, and it'll keep pace. Yeah, that side's not going to give us anything, because that's the side everything appeared on. As you can tell by the... that pillar's hard to see, but it's there. Now we're dealing with snow. Sucks I have to set up a second laptop just to verify that everything is indeed doing what it's supposed to be doing. As you would think, Twitch on the phone would actually show you that this is working, but it doesn't. just shows a black screen, even though I've got a secondary computer looking in as if I were some random stranger that decided to type in Georgia551 for a channel. Funny thing is, as these span the oceans, this track will literally be one block above the ocean. A little more. I know I had a standard and then I changed it, because standards are things that you always change and never really keep consistent. This rain is boring. Nothing good there, nothing good there. Yeah, now this side's gonna be worthless because we've had to mine here for iron and well, easily cobble to make this whole thing a thing. The question is, anything over here? Nah, that looks like it's been made. Yeah, over here it's starting to look like this is the spot that's not really anything now. Yeah, that might be new gen over there. I don't see anything, and unfortunately rain does limit the visibility a little bit, so probably can't see if anything's actually there. And I just look this way just to be sure everything's good this way. Here comes the next section, some desert. Yeah, I mean, you could see stuff right there, and now you can't when the rain returns. And as I say, you can watch these live as it happens on twitch.tv/Georgia551. However, because of work, schedules, and what have not, this is as Lars Ulrich would call it, a hit and run series. Sometimes we're able to do it, sometimes we're not able to do it. Sometimes we can do it on a weekend, sometimes it's Friday night. Sometimes we can't do it at all. As the old saying goes, it depends which way the wind is blowing. Let's see if anything new generates. Okay, we've been there because that tree's disintegrating. So he mustn't have been on this side. Since the pillars are now on this side, it's this side that's got stuff that might be new. Except for over here, because we got trees that have been cut up. It's still raining. It's like where I lived recently. Will it ever stop? Yeah, I think people stopped watching the hiss. Or high enough that there's no boom after the hiss. Anyway, there was a point that weren't streaming too much because I was getting this new computer up and running. And it took a bit of effort to do that. Now we're at the point that everything, well, to the best of my ability, is working. And that doesn't say a whole lot. You know, what's funny is in this Village and Pillage update, they say it's very rare to find the wandering villager that has a couple of llamas, which will... in which he will make trades with you on the quote-unquote pocket edition. And here, while I was searching for that jungle rune that doesn't exist, both times those actually appeared. And on top of that, a couple of pillagers actually appeared in the Java edition, and we're pretty much near the end right now. Because this is when this was a... yeah, and that's the dead spot. That needs a redstone torch. Oh, I don't like this. Good. That worked. It's just in the right spot. Just the right spot. And here we are. I need junk. One of these is not necessary. There we go. So here we are. It took a while. You can see that we've got waypoints showing that we have been past here. And somewhere out there is a bunch of loot that I lost. And I wouldn't mind giving up a few of these things to ensure that I have what I need. That's stuff we didn't really need. And did I leave anything in here? I always check. No, I didn't. Did I leave any value here? Well, no. Alrighty, so that'll be it. I am dead tired. I am practically dead. And I'm looking around. Well, nothing new will happen there. We've been there. So that'll be it for the Abandoned World live stream. From here, we will go out there. See if we can find our stuff. Grab that bed. And that'll be it. Georgia551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.